I tak sobie chodzimy po tych slumsach. Jedyny problem polega na tym, że 10% baterii w GoPro mi zostało, a to oznacza, że będzie trzeba wyciągnąć dużą kamerę i nią nagrywać. Ale myślę, że w sumie ona może być ciekawsza, bo w dużej kamerze można pokazać ludziom, którzy są nagrywani, ich właśnie.
Kontynuujemy naszą podróż po kawałku Afryki Wschodniej. Jesteśmy w Ugandzie, a dokładniej w jej stolicy Kampali i jedziemy do slumsów położonych na obrzeżach tego miasta. Na miejscu czeka na nas Charles, kolega Moniki, z którym swobodnie i bezpiecznie będziemy mogli poruszać się po nieznanym terenie. To jest wszystko, co wiemy na temat tej wyprawy. To, co się wydarzy, zależy więc wprost od przypadku. Zapraszam do oglądania.
Oh, so we are just meeting up a friend who's going to help us to go through the slums for security purposes.
It's a guy, right?
Yeah, he's there.
Ah, okay. Hello. I'm back. Nice to meet you. Jest już nasz koleś, który dojechał do nas. Ja tylko powiem jeszcze od siebie, że myślałem, bo jest podobno tak w Afryce, że mówią, że biali mają dużo kasy i wykorzystują, chcą wyciągnąć od nich kasę. Natomiast gdy popsuło nam się koło, cała trasa miała kosztować 5000. Przyjechał nowy, akurat po 10 sekundach podjechał następny motocyklista i zapytał tamtego, ile on weźmie, i podzielili się. Zapłaciłem jednemu 3000, drugiemu 2000, więc nie jest tak, że o, Białasie, popsuł się motocykl, dawaj tutaj nam 20 dolców, bo nie jedziemy. Jest lepiej pod tym względem niż w Haiti. Chyba brytyjska kolonia lepiej wychodzi ludziom miejscowym na ich podejście do białych niż francuska.
Miejsce, do którego jedziemy, w sporej części zamieszkałe jest przez Ugandyjczyków z plemienia Acholi. Ludzie ci uciekli ze swoich rdzennych ziem w północnej części Ugandy na pograniczu z Sudanem przed krwawą wojną, jaka miała tam miejsce kilkanaście lat temu. To, co widzicie teraz po lewej stronie, to prowizoryczne osiedla dzielnicy slumsów, do której jedziemy.
So this place is called Chinawa slum area. We are going to see the people that are the unprivileged and then call them the needy. Their living standards are not the same as those in town.
So basically they live in houses built by themselves?
Yes, from soil and then papyrus and yeah. Hello, baby.
Mobile money, what is this? It's a kind of a service, right?
Yeah, it's a service. It's more like banking, but then through the phone, you use your SIM card.
You can send money with it also to another account?
You can send, you can withdraw.
He says you can ask him any
Street
questions
food.
that you want.
Oh, hello!
To jest tradycyjny taki placyk pszenny, który je się tutaj na śniadanie, albo jako przekąskę, nazywa się czapa.
Jemy?
Siamka.
Nie chcesz?
A chyba lepiej jakbyśmy się nie pochorowali, mamy napięty plan.
No dobra. Hello.
So this is the street foods you are talking about.
Yeah.
I told you they start at around 5 for there. So here they make chapatis and rolexes. I'm sure you've heard of rolexes. Chapati and egg. It's a roll over chapati and egg. Yeah. You could try it. But
Do you think it's safe if we eat it here?
you want to?
I'm wondering.
Wow, perito.
Chips, fries, but then at a cheaper price.
Like meat also?
Yeah, even meat. They normally sell chicken, meat, sausages, and maybe like the inside of the chicken,
The guts.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they start at around that time because no one is going to stop them from doing it or take away their things. They just have to pay the person they're renting the front for.
I see.
If we are going to use the main entrance, like the main route, we're going to pass here. But if we use the small routes we've been passing through, you end up entering someone's home. Yes.
But Monica, but is this the main entrance?
No,
This is the small one. Oh,
Yes.
so after all, we're giving it a try.
These are some of the houses where the people live.
They are built with soil, right?
Yes, are built with soil.
With dry soil.
Yes. And some of them use this water for their basic needs: bathing, cooking, showering.
I'm going to put you a bit behind so I can.
Zobaczcie, kto tutaj jest. Hello, Che Guevara. Trochę zmieniony Che Guevara, co?
The plastic bottles are usually collected, recycled off and sold.
This is when recycling works actually when it pays off. Yes. This is the way it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
The more you collect, the more money you get.
I see.
That's the kind of business we take.
These are the toilets that they use.
Oh, they're locked.
Yes, they're locked.
They're private, each one of them?
Yes, they're usually private.
Przed chwilą nasi przewodnicy powiedzieli mi, że to jest takie dobre miejsce, jedno z lepszych, to znaczy, że są gorsze i że nawet tutaj raczej nie powinniśmy zapuszczać się w nocy. Sorry, przychodzę z tymi między ubraniami. Że jesteśmy z nimi i w ciągu dnia to spoko. No ale to logiczne w sumie, tak to wygląda.
Wiesz, my też mamy taki stereotyp, że slumsy to są jacyś źli ludzie, to po prostu są biedni ludzie.
Tak, tak.
Nie wszyscy.
I też tutaj jest tak, że chyba te slumsy nie niosą w sobie tyle przestępczości. I'm sorry.
This is rubbish. Yes, it's rubbish, but at times they tend to use it for different functions. For example, blocking out water from entering their houses.
So the water sometimes flows through here.
Because this was made under a swamp.
The swamp.
Yeah, it came from a swamp. So people settled here after covering a lot of soil from a swamp. So once it rains, it floods the whole area. So that's why they collect rubbish to at least
Prevent the water from entering the
their
houses.
homes.
No. Niektórzy używają gleby, a niektórzy używają drewna, jak możecie zobaczyć, do mieszkań. Tutaj też jest gleba z tej strony na tej ścianie. Tutaj gleba jakimiś gałęziami powiązana po prostu.
And what is the point? When do you win?
What is the name of the game? Can you tell me?
Red Bull.
Red Bull. Ah, but what are the rules? Who is the winner? Who is the winner of the game?
Everyone can win. If you want, everyone can win.
Ah, that's great. That's a great game. That's a great game.
You beat the coin.
Let me observe. Chodzi chyba o to, żeby zrzucić jedną monetę z drugiej, coś takiego. I tak sobie chodzimy po tych slumsach. Jedyny problem polega na tym, że 10% baterii w GoPro mi zostało, a to oznacza, że będzie trzeba wyciągnąć dużą kamerę i nią nagrywać. Ale myślę, że w sumie ona może być ciekawsza, bo w dużej kamerze można pokazać ludziom, którzy są nagrywani, ich właśnie. A.
Yes, this is a church.
To jest kościół tam w tym blaszanym budynku, jak widać. Kościół zawsze się trochę wyróżnia, jeżeli chodzi o jakość budynku, co?
Więc tutaj normalnie dzieci bawią się starymi oponami, które popychają kijem. Tutaj chłopczyk popycha butelką, ale normalnie popychają kijem.
Can you show?
Can you play? Can you?
Thank you!
Oh, come on!
Thanks! A wiesz, że ja się tak samo bawiłem?
O, to słodkie. W Legionowie?
Nie. Thank you very much. Thanks. Ciekawostka taka tutaj na boku. Dziadek mi opowiadał, mój dziadek, gdy jeszcze żył. Zresztą dzięki niemu podróżuję, tak naprawdę, bo to on mnie zachęcił do podróży i z nim jeździliśmy w pierwsze podróże. Mój dziadek opowiadał mi, że właśnie on jako dziecko bawił się, to się nazywało fajerka, czyli brało się, nie pamiętam już czy oponę, czy taką ramę i się pogrzebaczem trzymało i się tak jakby jechało z tą oponą właśnie. No i to jest podobna rzecz, którą robił ten chłopiec. I ja też się bawiłem tą fajerką, ale to już tak trochę bardziej z braku laku, gdy byłem u dziadka. Tak więc, kochani, jesteśmy w samym środku kampalijskiego slumsu. Tutaj pan coś w wodzie, w rzece sobie robi, a my idziemy dalej.
Those are washed, the polythene bags, are washed and recycled and then sold.
The plastic.
Yes, this.
Recycling.
Yes.
That's good.
Że myją używane worki i potem sprzedają na nowo.
A, to tego nie zrozumiałem. Wow. Charles właśnie powiedział mi, że cegły właśnie, które tam widzicie, z których robi się budynki, są też wykonywane z tej gleby. Jest to palona gleba po prostu. Twardnieje wtedy ona. Dowiedzieliśmy się przed chwilą, że w tamtym budynku betonowym jest policja. Po prostu posterunek policji. Ryby tutaj sprzedają. A my idziemy dalej. I've just learned from Charles that he actually comes from here. You come from here, right? You finished some school in Kampala?
Yes, I did. I graduated.
I see. And what did you graduate from? Can you tell me?
Bachelor of Science in Accounting.
Accounting.
Yes,
I'm an economist also.
You're an economist?
Yes. Actually, I finished university. I have a master's degree, but I don't work in this field. Maize. You call it maize?
Yes.
Like in Spanish. Maize. In English, it's called
Corn.
corn. Yeah. Czyli kukurydza.
You can test.
But you can also say in English.
Ah, okay. I didn't know.
Se ve un poco como arepas, ¿no?
Eso es queso? Is this cheese? No. It's the dough. Okay, okay.
That before.
I see. Hello, what is your name?
Suradumba.
I'm Bartłomiej Bolesław Czukiewski. Nice to meet you. What kind of meat is this?
Cow's meat.
Cow's meat.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Okay, man.
No, dzieciaki. See you.
Some women that make this.
Ah, from wood, right?
Yeah.
Furniture basically. Teraz jak nagrywam ten materiał, to trochę mi głupio, że mówiłem wcześniej, że w Haiti, o, ciekawa kobieta też poszła z czymś na głowie, że w Haiti jakoś mnie źle traktowali. Myślę, że to wynikało głównie z tego, że nie mówię w tym języku, że nie mówię po francusku. Znaczy w tamtym języku, czyli tam po francusku właśnie. Gdybym mówił, pewnie by było tak jak tutaj, czyli jesteś w stanie się dogadać i jest ciekawie, jest fajnie. Ciekawe graffiti. Como bandera venezolana, ¿sí? Bueno, algunos colores.
This place where we are going, it's called Atoll Porter. It was given by Kawaka during the Kony War, when there was a disaster in North. So that's from North they ran and they gave them this place to settle.
I see.
Yeah, that's where they started making necklaces, these papers, to struggle to start learning it for earning living, because there was no way of getting any money for food. So that's where we are going right now.
What is this actually? The people throw trash here, right? Czyli miejscowe, lokalne wysypisko śmieci.
Kati n'ensomba abakazi bano ne bakuba ne bafuna ekyokulya naye wali agasima omulala kati yasima nze nendetawa wano waliwo bwe bayita adikowa onazimba abakazi ne batula ne bakuba abalina abasajja batalina abasajja ne bafuna kyakola ki kyakulya kati nange ensomba naye nga sente bampa bakatono.
Masomba means stone?
Yes, collecting.
Collecting up.
So what he's trying to say is that they collect stones from there, the big stones, and then they bring them up here for the women that don't have jobs and women that whose husbands left them, and those women whose husbands don't have anything to do. So they come here and beat them into small stones. So people that are building come and buy from him. So a ton like that is 100,000. Yes. So he says that he doesn't do it himself, but he gets women to
So
do
it's
that.
his business actually?
Yes. So he gets women to do that, to get them to get a pile into small pieces, and then he also employs other guys to get the stones from down there. Yes. So the deeper, as they get more stones, it goes deep.
Deeper and deeper.
Yes. Yes.
Then they
That's
go into
why,
water also, maybe.
Yes. That's why you see it sloping like this.
Oh, so strong.
Say it is buying water.
Zapytałem przed chwilą Monikę, czy to... I'm talking about the leader thing. Zapytałem przed chwilą Monikę, czy to miejsce tutaj, ta wioska, czy jakkolwiek to nazwać, ma lidera i czy tym liderem jest facet. A ona powiedziała mi, że tak, jest tutaj lider, ale jest to kobieta, dlatego że jest tutaj mnóstwo kobiet, których faceci odeszli, są samotne, mają dzieci i to kobiety rządzą tutaj w tym miejscu. A my teraz idziemy chyba w ciekawe miejsce. Słyszycie tę muzykę? So these are traditional dances, right? It's a traditional dance.
It's a traditional dance because we're in the Acholi area, so they are practicing the Acholi dance. In case they have guests, they can entertain them with that. Yes. So this is more like their practice day.
But do people to dance like that, do they use some stimulation or is it just natural like that?
It's natural. It's natural.
It's the natural kind of trance.
Yes,
dance.
they're Acholi, so they have the pride for their culture.
Zobaczcie, Ania już tutaj szaleje.
Taniec plemienia Acholi to jeden z najbardziej magicznych momentów, jakie przeżyłem w podróży. Nie był zaplanowany dla nas, po prostu się odbywał jako część wielobarwnej rzeczywistości, jakiej mieliśmy szczęście doświadczyć. Poznana w slumsach kobieta zapraszała nas do zamieszkiwanej przez nią części dzielnicy i mimo, że chcieliśmy zobaczyć tego dnia coś jeszcze w centrum Kampali, nie mogliśmy odmówić.
Tutaj pani też sprzedaje jakieś korzenie, ciekawe co to?
Rolls. You are rolls. You are sorry. I like.
Okay, here we are. This is where the water goes down, right? Here.
Wow, I've not seen the place.
The material of making these things. This is a paper. This is the material of making these necklaces.
Any paper.
Any paper.
But like this, sleek.
Any paper. So you can see there is a different colors.
How does it go?
This one, I have to remove
You
like
put
this.
like this. That's how you see.
Yes, this paper.
You have seen? Look, it's like this.
That's a paper. That's how it comes. After rolling all this, now this is how they have already rolled.
These are the rolled papers.
Yes. Papers.
And how does the hole in the middle? Haven't you
Because
rolled
they
it?
have a needle. That's
see.
makes a roll. This is a roll. And then you start fixing. It's going to start fixing in that roll. They use office glue to finish. It cannot be opened. That's how she's putting it in a roll. After putting it like that, you can see here. They put this varnish on these papers to make it strong like this, which we cannot do right now because of time. So they varnish it. You see how it becomes? This is already varnished. Can you see how it looks like? Very strong. They can make the same paper as a basket. Have you seen? This is also paper.
This is also paper.
Yes, just a basket.
How do the colors occur on them? I mean, how do you choose the colors? Do you put
see,
paint or?
The colors, it is the same color. It comes as the color it is. The yellow comes yellow, pink comes pink.
But this paper, for example, has many colors.
This one can come like you see.
Ah, like a mix, like a mosaic or something. I see.
They design it in different ways.
So in order to make a solid color, you use a solid color paper.
Yeah, we use it, these colors. It comes like that. For us, we come from the northern part of Uganda. That's actually land.
It's closer to Sudan.
Yeah, in Gulu, Kitugum, that is all actual land. So Sudan borderline, that's where we have come from. But we came here during the Coney War. You have heard about the war from that side there. There was a disaster.
Yes.
Then that war continues after the Sudan borderline, where we cannot stay there. So we ran for safety. That's where you see all this population here is here. So we sat down because life was so hard. We could not get anything. We thought of what to do. So we started creating something that could help us in the future and eat with our children. That's when we came with the idea of started learning these papers. Nobody gave us the idea. But because you were in problem, you can create anything. That's when we started cutting papers. It wasn't an easy thing, as you have seen right now. It was a very difficult too. Yeah. But you know, when you put heart, things come easy. So that's how we started learning these things slowly. It came to something else. It's the biggest problem for us is the marketing. We can go with the footing in the town there. City council can arrest us. The biggest problem we have is marketing. Otherwise, this thing could help us. So ask her.
There are people that have come in to help you get your market, try to advertise your things.
Whenever they come like this today, they don't come back. So I don't know why they don't come back. So I pray that this one will come back. They'll not disappoint us.
Yes, well, for sure we will have publicity in my country because like 200,000 people will see it. Maybe somebody will be interested because the story is real, you know.
This
it's really
is where our children are supposed.
You don't only live off the bracelets, right?
You know the bracelets, since the market is a problem. So we go, you know what, that man where we met before on the roadside?
Yes.
The biggest part of that stone beating is there. So we go and ask them to give us the stones so that we go and hit them in small pieces, whereby they can give you 3,000 sometimes. You can come with 2,000, but the strong one can...
3,000 is about $1.
It's how they pay with the stones.
Yes.
3,000 a day.
Yes, it's about $1.
And some of our children that are not studying, they don't have the school fees because of the problem we have in our north.
Yes.
We are just a refugee.
Most of the food we eat in this area is now the cassava. Of our greens inside there, if you could show us.
This is the green. Yeah. Feed with our family.
Want to give me?
Yeah. You want to taste?
Yes.
It's okay. Bring the plate. Taste.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's salty. It's salty.
That
Want
is
to taste too?
Okay. Okay.
It's also
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wenezuelka testuje ugandyjskie jedzenie.
This is how we live here.
But it's tasty. But a little, for me, honestly, a little bit too salty. But it's the matter of taste, you know.
It's a matter of taste.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to know is, why is it done by women basically? What happened to the men? Are you single mothers? Are you...
Mostly we are single mothers.
the majority
we are single
because
mothers.
most of them we lost our husbands because of the war.
Sometimes in a family, you can get like somebody's having like 6 children or 7 or 8, but he's just speaking from the village because at least the life which is living from here is somehow better than in the village. That's why we do like that, because some of our brothers all have died, even our sisters. We don't have any relative because of the war which was in northern.
Mam nadzieję, że jakoś uda się pomóc kobietom Acholi w dotarciu do rynków zbytu. My kupiliśmy parę przedmiotów nie tylko w ramach wdzięczności za gościnę, po prostu nam się podobały. W świecie, gdy 90% w cudzysłowie lokalnych wyrobów powstaje w Chinach, te bransoletki i miski wydały nam się bardzo interesujące.